At first, I thought you were in your shower. I
thought he was. I was like, oh, he's doing it in the bathroom. He's still shitting. Okay.
Yeah. We're on the toilet as we speak.
Boop. That would be so disgusting. We're like, yeah, then Tyrion.
That'd be awesome.
I wonder what that would sound. We should do. I should record myself shitting for a month, and then you can just
a month,
like a montage of my poop sounds.
Remember, I wanted to have a poop cast, or was it?
Yeah, well, Nick's big on editing now, so maybe he could take charge of that one, and I'll sit that out.
I don't know if Nick's big on editing.
Well, he gonna. Take
I wonder how good the sound would be. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I put it close to the toilet.
If you use this recorder, I think you'd hear even the sound of your shit coming out of your ass.
Okay.
So I think it'd sound pretty good, and not good in a good way.
That could kick off the new year. Pooping with Pleeka. You guys should all do it. Pooping with Pleeka.
I don't know if
Jerome has had diarrhea for the last 2 days.
I don't know. I took Pepto before we fucking did this podcast.
They bought a fucking gallon of Pepto-Bismol.
Dude, Pepto, as soon as it hits my throat, instant throw up. Not even
kidding. I took the pills before this time, too. I didn't even take the bottle that she was bought.
It takes it's just like a fucking thick-ass chalk hits your throat.
Yeah.
Oh, they have cherry flavor and shit.
The one we got, the chalk mint.
I haven't taken Pepto because I'm not a pussy.
Well, it's I don't know. I don't like the feeling of having to have diarrhea, so.
I mean, no one likes it.
Take the Pepto.
I thought you're supposed to take Imodium when you have diarrhea.
You are. But Pepto.
They say upset stomach, diarrhea.
Yeah, haven't you heard the song?
Yeah, the old jingle. You should throw that in right here. Let everybody see that commercial.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
We haven't started yet.
I mean,
that could be the intro.
This could be a soft open. Kind of like when I spread Hess's butthole cheeks open and then they...
Okay, see, that's too far. You can't put that on Facebook now.
Queen of the Horse! Alright, let's get this show on the road, Pleekers. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess. I almost jumped the gun there.
Today we're talking about Game of Thrones Season 5, Episodes 1 and 2. Made it to Season 5, boys.
Yeah, what are they called?
They're called something about wars, and then...
The Wars to Come.
Wars to Come, and then I don't...
Pussy.
In the next, all about pussy.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Pussy.
That's it.
Yeah. I knew them both.
Yeah, or
Pussy and
The House of Black and White.
House of Black and White, all about pussy. You can see how I mix those up.
Yeah, totally. Jesus fucking Christ.
Makes sense. Now you can't put this on Facebook either.
Yeah, fuck Jesus Christ.
Yeah, or that.
I'm just gonna censor myself.
You can't be fucking Jesus Christ.
Well, you haven't seen my Bible. This episode had a really interesting opening.
Did it?
That you gave me false memories about too, you fucking dick.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. Do you remember what he told us about this opening?
You can't say yeah. You better remember now.
You remember? You remember what it is, right?
Do that again. He'll play the Jeopardy music.
Just hold it there for a little. I don't.
It's with young Cersei.
He said. Yeah.
He said that this is where it said that her younger brother will kill her, whatever, that whole prophecy. We talked about that, I think, season 1 of this.
Yeah.
It's not said here.
It isn't said here.
It's only said in the books, apparently.
It's definitely not said here, but everything that the witch told her has happened.
Yeah.
Well, in the books, the witch tells her that you're going to be killed by your younger brother, and everyone's like, oh my god, Tyrion's going to kill her. Oh wait, Jaime's younger too. Yeah.
So the thing that's interesting with this scene is you had to mention that when we were watching the show to me.
Yeah.
And then in my
I just made it real
in my
mind.
memory that happened. So the scene starts. I was like, oh fuck yeah, we're getting into this. This is a cool and interesting scene. And then that doesn't happen. And I was like, me and you even thought, okay, maybe they open up with this couple. They must do that at some point because I do remember us having that conversation where they opened up the episodes with something like that. A couple of times.
So do I.
But so we looked at episode 2 before we even we're supposed to watch it kind of, and we're like, okay, no, it doesn't happen there. Oh, it doesn't happen in episode 3. So then we gave up. We're like, maybe we just made that up, I guess. And then you remembered it was from the books, and you watched it.
When I watched it, I was like, the part happened, and I was like, oh yeah, they totally don't say that because I think the showrunners felt like it was too much of a spoiler. But then
it is, but
kind of is.
But then again, the way you put it, it's both brothers, so it doesn't. It's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, the witch, everything she says has already came true. Like everything.
Well,
she
so I
said.
think that's why they thought it'd be a spoiler, because if everything else came true, then it'd be like, oh fuck, like
Yeah.
Tyrion is
Everything
gonna
else
kill
has already happened, is what you mean.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Right,
you
everything
said
else
comes
happened.
true. Yeah, so if she
Right.
says something that hasn't happened yet, you're thinking,
Because
oh, fuck.
It's
That's gonna...
it's Marjorie, and then Marjorie came in and took over. You know, basically.
Yeah, she's which in the beginning seasons makes sense because she thinks that's gonna be Sansa,
Yeah, that's why
so she's such a
right?
bitch to her, which makes you kind of
Wait.
feel bad for her in a way. But then you're like, no, you're still a cunt.
No, she was a bitch as a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not scared of you. You said it had beaver teeth and 4 eyes.
You know, that could be some of my favorite moments of this podcast when Hess quotes people. I don't know why, I really like that.
I like his young Cersei voice better.
Is that your new text tone?
Are you playing
That-
Atari or something?
No, that's my work. They just locked my yard, so
Oh.
I get the text. But yeah, it's Atari. It's
Does that
Pac-Man.
does that mean something? Like
Pac-Man.
locked your yard?
Can't put this on Facebook now.
Unbelievable.
I mean, let's be fair. 95% of this.
beaver teeth and 4 eyes.
No, see, now it's getting worse.
All right.
So that's that's how it opens. And then it kind of goes to Tywin's funeral.
Yeah, now he has the stones on his eyes.
Yeah, it's creepy looking when they show that aerial shot. It's like,
Yeah. And so I like so it shows her as a little kid, and then it shows her thinking about it, and then she walks up the steps, fucking stares at Marjorie, then goes in and just is a total bitch to Jamie.
Yeah.
And
Is that what they argue about her daughter right there, or is that a different scene?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I like that too, because it... I know I tried to ignore it too, but...
No,
Remember
but I heard the reason I laughed is because his eyes got like this big.
But oh yeah, so in that scene, like he almost sells her too, and then she goes right back to being a bitch. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get our daughter and blah blah, blah and all this stuff," and she's like, "Oh wait, but you one-armed man going," and he's
Alone.
like, "I didn't say I was gonna go alone." And she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh wait, what?" Like it's like there's like multiple times where he almost sells her, and then she's like, "Nah, fuck you."
I don't. It's the funny thing is when she's a bitch to Jamie, it pisses me off more.
No, I
'Cause
see
he's
that
the
too.
only one
He's the
nice to
only,
her.
literally, yeah, the only person that's nice to her, and like only person that really loves her.
Yeah.
He pretty much is. Yeah.
And then she's a bitch to him, and I'm thinking, fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I agree. I just wish she would be done with. Like the entire. I wish she would be.
She's
done.
not gonna die to the final episode of the final season of the
Yeah,
final
that's what
minute
I-
or something.
Yeah.
That's what I assume.
So
I can't wait. Thank you. I can't wait until we get to a certain point of this episode. I can't wait to talk about it.
okay,
Okay.
coming up. I hate when they do. Do you guys hate that in TV shows when you're watching? It cuts the commercial. They go
That's
coming up, and then like they
tease.
show you. Yeah, but they show you what's gonna happen, and it like they do it a lot with like reality shows and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And like I
That's
just
hot.
I just want to watch that.
You think reality shows are hot?
No, that.
No, he was
Yeah.
doing his Paris Hilton impression.
Yeah, that's hot.
But I wanted to ask you, and then we kind of got away from it.
Like that.
Do you think that prophecy is gonna come true? And who do you think will be the brother that kills her?
Oh, it's gonna be Jamie.
You think Jamie? What do you think?
I could see it being Jamie because I think finally he'll just get sick and tired of it. Because I feel like it's kind of like the old switcherooski.
The old
Excuse me.
switcherooski.
It is.
Yeah.
Except
Because like everybody knows how much fucking Tyrion hates Cersei and Cersei hates Tyrion.
yeah.
Yeah, so
And
it would
how
just be
Jamie,
typical.
You know what I mean? Like so. Yeah,
And that's
I
how
feel like they'll do
prophecies go. Like it comes true, and you're like, oh fuck, I didn't know he's gonna stick a fork through his ass first.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And which
Like
which
they always-
speaking, yeah,
Go ahead.
I had a prophecy. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
you
have another
someone
tease.
told a prophecy about you?
No, I have a prophecy about this show.
Oh. Is it a
Yeah.
prophecy or is it like?
So are you a witch?
Yeah.
And let's just keep talking. We'll get there. The sooner we get there, the better. Because I'm ready to steamroll this fucker.
Wow.
No, that's a good shirt.
That's not a bad shirt actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be dirty,
Wear
or it
that-
could just be like,
wear
you know,
that
get
when you
this
go to
stuff
the gym.
done.
Wear that when you go to the gym.
Yeah. I'm ready to
Ready
steamroll
to
this
steamroll
fucker.
this fucker. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I wish I had a ton of money so I could literally just make random shirts like that.
You know,
Like,
I
and
feel like if
and
you
then you're out in
did, that's
public,
all you would
people are
do.
like, yeah, I would love to do it.
I
think it'd be
swear to God, you must have brought that up 10 times.
No, he has. In a
And I-
in a
and we-
previous random ramblings, he
and
talked
we
about how he
believe
looked
you.
at a factory. He said we could sell him out of this room.
I know.
Like how people.
He was like, "Well, steamroll that motherfucker," and then he spit all over us. Thank God this isn't 3D.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, where were we?
We're steamrolling this motherfucker.
Oh, we're steamrolling this bitch.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
so I think we're
Tywin's
sorry.
dead, laying there, and
Yeah,
Cersei's being a bit.
laying on the couch.
She's being a bitch. So then, yeah, Jamie says, "I'm going to Dorne."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, you're going one-handed, no army."
And he said, "Yeah, I am. Fuck off." No.
And then he
Yeah.
went.
So,
He's like,
yeah,
hey,
he didn't
hey,
say he's going by
hey,
himself.
Bronn, can you come with me?
Yeah. Hey, Bronn, I'll give you a better castle and a better woman. I kind of liked it when he's waiting for him. Bronn's like, "Oh, what do you want?"
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, like,
the whole time,
I like it. You go, Jamie fucking Lannister.
Yeah.
I like because he's like, oh fuck, and then the girl's like, oh, Jamie Lannister.
She's all excited. He's like, "That'll be all," and she's like, "Okay." And she-
You know what's funny? That was perfect timing because you like sent the girl and she's like, oh man,
I
so
know.
she like lost the game.
Yeah.
Hess has a soundboard on the side we don't even know.
I would love to have a soundboard.
You would not be allowed to have a soundboard. It'd be like this fucker having
Can
a
you
horn.
imagine this podcast? I got a horn, he's got a soundboard.
I feel like it would just add to the quality of this podcast. A soundboard? Are you kidding?
Yeah, I know.
I think it would be like doing a podcast with Ross.
That'd be real cool. I'm with Hess.
I'm gonna. Do they have them on iPad? Like, can you download?
Yeah.
Like a,
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
download soundboard apps and put your own stuff on there.
I keep getting the giggles, the giggles, because I edited our podcast like 2 weeks ago, and we
Uh-huh.
looked for a part. You had a little part where you
Glitch?
stuttered a little bit, and we
Uh-huh.
were looking for clips of Foghorn Leghorn, and now every time you're like, I wish, and then I'm
I said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get me that soundboard. I said.
and there's been like 2 times where you go to say something, and I look over and I almost expect to see the cartoon over there. So I'm sorry, I'm losing it.
The Pleeka end of the year will be out of this world this year.
Yeah, I gotta. Oh fuck! I should probably be working on it now.
Yeah.
I always work on that like 2 weeks before fucking the new year. Then I'm all stressed out trying to find clips.
We'll see if we bought another computer, then I could help.
Yeah.
So go buy.
It also helps now that I've started doing highlight videos too, because I'm like, I can just go to that. And
Oh, that's
get
cheating.
the good parts. Yeah, it is cheating, but it helps me out. That's also the good thing about timestamping is I can get to the goods quick.
That is good.
Like, oh, Hess
Yeah.
talked about his butthole
Did you
right
watch
here.
our? Did you watch our Unearthly Duo?
Yeah, have you seen that yet?
No pressure.
You have a cameo in it.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, Taylor mentioned Big Little Lies and that whole thing because she just finished it. So I found the exact clip of like that podcast when we talked about it.
You
and
were
then-
actually in person. That's how.
yeah, you were
fucking long
at
ago
our
it was.
house,
That was a
Yeah.
long time ago.
but it was a very interesting podcast to say the least.
I haven't watched it yet.
There's really no premise to that podcast either. It's just me, him, and Taylor just talking randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I watched some of it because I remember Taylor talking. So-
I think from like 41 minutes to the end is probably my favorite part because it's just us like arguing back and forth. But I do like the beginning too.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like I think the Reddit part is when it maybe got a little stale, but everything else I think is a great podcast.
Yeah, I think the Reddit stuff's kind of funny, but it's like it seems like it's getting like the same old thing.
Yeah,
find,
it's
like,
just
different
brothers fucking their sisters.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're just talking about Game of Thrones.
A little straight incest porn, huh?
Kinda. Yeah. Well, one brother wanted to kill his sister though.
That's true, and he successfully stabbed her with a screwdriver.
Yes. So Tyrion's out of the box.
Did that really gross you out when he was like said he had to stuff his shit through the holes?
Not as much as he said he had to pick it up and throw it off the fucking boat.
I would rather pick up someone else's shit than be in there because it would smell like your shit the entire time. And then like I noticed too when he's walking around, you can see like shit stain smears on the outside of the box.
No.
Yeah, they put that in there, and I was like, oh, that's so fucking gross.
You think it was real shit or CGI?
Well, no, they probably just painted it there. But I was like, that's so weird. Hey, wait, you gotta go put shit stains on that box.
What if you have diarrhea?
Oh, like if I was in the box right now, I'd be fucked.
It'd be like putting chocolate milk.
He'd
through
just
a-
stick his butthole at the end of the hole, and it'd just be squirting out.
Gross. So, and then they show the Unsullied like take down that big ass pyramid thing.
Bless you, Jesus.
Bless you, Jesus.
Fruitcake.
I was trying to hold that in, but I couldn't.
They pull down that big statue, and then the
They're
guy,
sliding.
Then the guy goes to whoever. What was it? His name was White Rat. I wrote that down.
White Rat, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I only
At first, I thought that was that Greythorn. I'm like, fucking change actors?
You mean Grey Worm?
Grey Worm. You call him something different every time.
Yeah, but he always gets the gray right.
You do get the gray right.
Yeah.
Grey Thorn. I was
It's
because
close. I just added a T.
thorns and worms are very different.
Yeah, and
Oh, he's Worm. Grey Worm. I thought it was Grey Horn.
No.
That's why I'm like, I got it right. I just added a T.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well,
You
that's
think they had like a 4-year-old pick, like the names of the
well,
Unsullied?
White Rat. Well, because they pick their own names, don't they?
Well, they did now. But
So that's
originally
just
they
like-
were named, and he's a Grey Worm is my poor name.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah,
She had the
'cause
whole.
she was
She's
like,
like, you
"Oh,
don't
I
have to have your
want- you
slave
can
names
pick
Oh
your
anymore.
yeah, I
name."
guess they wouldn't make their own name. They don't even let them have their dicks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but now they do. But they
Well,
still-
anyways, White Rat.
Wait, hold. Before you go on, if you guys, we didn't talk about this when we should have. If you guys were Unsullied, they cut your dick off. You're working for Daenerys now, and she's like, pick your name. What would you change your guys' names to? Keep in mind you're an Unsullied soldier.
Can we think about this while we podcast?
How about dickless guy with a spear?
I like that. Yeah, okay, yeah, yes. You could just chime in anytime you want with your answer.
I would probably go like mangina with a lot of testosterone.
I got nothing to compare to those.
How about I don't have balls?
Oh, my
that-
name would be
or-
I do have or balls with a question mark at the end.
Yeah. Oh no,
I
you
would just
can't.
go with, like-
You're not allowed to have.
I would just go like ballless testosterone. The other one was mangina with the. That's too long. Ballless testosterone, I think, would be my name.
Would you be able to spell
Well-
your own name?
Or dickless testosterone.
I don't have a good dickless name. I wasn't
It's
prepared
funny,
for that.
it's-
I was thinking like
you
you guys
were-
would be like Luke Skywalker or
It was
Something.
your question.
yeah. I didn't have.
Like, yeah.
I ask a lot of
Yeah.
questions that I don't have the answer to yet.
This is true. I understand.
At least I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
I did watch the little podcast where you called me sexy. Thank you, by the way.
Oh yeah, the little blooper clip. Yeah,
I'll drop that 20 off next time I see you.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys got like a little thing going.
we might play with each other's buttholes, call each other sexy.
Yeah.
I'll bring you a little Black Panther pen over too. It's still sitting on my thing.
Oh, I forgot I left it at his house.
So White Rat goes
White rat.
goes to a whore and says, "Hey,
Brothel.
can we go? Can we cuddle?"
Yeah, and she starts taking off her pants. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
And he goes, "I don't have one. You don't need to show me yours."
Oh,
Eh.
habit.
And then he gets his neck sliced.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and I do remember seeing that gold mask. So I have seen. I just must not have been paying too much attention to it.
So you would watch this episode,
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
and
we
maybe
should bring up because last week he did say he remembers seeing that thing with Arya and the
Yeah,
statue and all that.
Margulis, yeah, at the pyramid.
What the
on
hell did you say?
With the black guy, Margulis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you saw that too.
Where the black guy pulls his face off, and it's the
Yeah.
Jagan Hagar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh,
He's-
there's no Jagan Hagar here."
He's no one. So like
So I have
so
seen
you would
these two
checked
episodes,
out.
but I-
That would be my opinion.
Well, I think I honestly watched them like on the plane going or coming home from Wisconsin, or I watched them like as I was falling asleep in Wisconsin, like while we were on vacation. And I think I was just like, okay, cool. But I'm full board. I mean, I'm all in.
He's
Full
all
board. Is full board mean you have a hard on?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh. On the plane while watching Game of Thrones?
No, earlier.
Oh, earlier. Okay.
So
Not the reaction I thought I'd get from Nick, but okay.
I didn't even hear what you said. My bad. I was reading. I was trying to keep up. It's
I
hot.
said I had a hard on earlier.
Yeah, I got you. I was ignoring that.
Yeah.
I don't want to picture your stuff. It's hard to remember where you are, and then you're talking about hard-ons, and you're talking
You could
about
do, like, the,
horns and
What was that movie where they like the subliminal dick, like super
Oh,
quick
Fight
with
Club.
Mark Wahlberg?
Fight Club.
Was it Fight Club?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it was.
it's like Studio 54 or something too.
Oh, they put like a dick in there?
Yeah, it's like super quick. Like, trust me, it's there.
You want to send me a picture
Sure.
and I'll throw it in this one?
Mark Wahlberg is in Studio 54 or Fight Club.
Okay, well, it's what. I think it is Studio 54 though. It's like a.
Maybe it's Shooter and they
it's-
show his
it's
dick
like,
in that for just
no,
a split
it's like,
second.
It's like towards the end of the movie. It's like when they're it's a nightclub scene, and like it's like a bunch of colors and stuff, and like You can I have seen like screenshots of it stopped like on the.
I mean, they do it. They do it in Fight Club too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they talk
Yeah.
about it in there how he does it.
Yeah.
So yeah, just do a little quick little.
Yeah. You
Was
don't
that
have
a
to.
dick?
Maybe I will.
somebody
Maybe I
was-
won't. Has one now. 'cause he probably
Right,
won't see
right
it.
over Hess's face.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, White Rat.
White
White rat.
rat.
Gets his neck slow. Gets his
Slow
neck sliced.
or slow.
Neck sliced.
Okay, so he's dead. Daenerys doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And Miss Sandy doesn't like the fact that White Rat was going to the brothel. She's like,
Yeah.
she's asking Grey Worm,
Do you guys? A lot of you guys do that?
and she's like, "Hey, what's going on with that?"
Yeah. She's like,
Think
why
she
wouldn't
won?
Unsullied go to a brothel? And he's like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck
Yeah.
off."
Is she jelly or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have said to get my dick sucked, but not.
You
'Cause
know
he
what would have
doesn't
been
have a
funny?
dick.
Like if like he went and like the whore was like just like licking his nipples and shit. Like I feel like it would have just made it to be funnier, you know?
So like she's licking his nipples and then like they lay down and cuddle and then he dies.
No, like she's on her back, he's on top of her, and then the guy's just like
Oh, cuts his throat while the girl's licking his nipples.
yeah. No, while he's licking her nipples.
Oh, I thought you wanted him to get his nipples licked.
He just
Well,
wanted to cuddle.
that would work too.
He just killed a bunch of people and pulled down a pyramid. He just wanted to cuddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, with a knife in his neck. So then we go to the wall. John's training Ollie.
Yeah.
This is where I want to talk.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is where I want to talk,
All right, well, let me.
and I will
All
tell
right.
you.
Well, this is the end of.
That's it for random ramblings this week. No, I'm
This
just
is
kidding.
it.
No. So let me do my little thing, and then you can do yours. So John. So it kind of shows like the whole thing. It shows Thorne and Slint walking around, and then John gets summoned to Stannis, and he's giving him. He wants him to go talk to
Right,
Mansraider and
Mansraider.
stuff. But it kind of shows everybody. It shows Gilly and Sam, and Sam doesn't want Thorne because then he might make Gilly go away, and they're like
Yeah.
giving her shit, and it kind of real quickly goes through the whole wall. And what were you gonna say?
I was going to say this is the kid that came from the other town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that the weird face people were gonna eat.
The
Or,
Fen-
so they're gonna
the
eat his parents.
The Then said they were gonna eat your parents to go get the people at the wall.
Right. I believe that Ollie kills Jon Snow. And I believe that because of the whole Omar Little. Spoilers. It's just, I don't know why. We were sitting here watching it, and I was like, wow, I believe that Ollie kills Jon Snow. Obviously, I already know that he dies. I know he comes back at some point. But I think Ollie does it. Because you guys hate the little boy so much, it would only make sense if he did it.
Well, you might be onto something, but you're not completely right.
I'm gonna say it. I give you props. I like that you're putting out theories in here, and we
Yeah.
didn't even have to ask you about anything.
Yeah.
Like Westworld, I like that.
Yeah.
You are.
Because,
You might be onto
know,
something. We
and
are.
I-
We are kind of
and-
like.
skewering.
Yeah, a little bit,
Yeah.
but
But like I said, to me, like it literally reminds me of like the little kid who what is it, Kennard that
yeah,
kills Omar.
fuck that guy.
Yeah, right. Like like it's just like really this little bitch ass kid fucking kills
Although
this guy that nobody can get the entire fucking show.
to be fair, Ollie hasn't set any cats on fire in the
Right.
alley, so
Oh, kid does that in The Wire.
yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a great show. Missing out, man.
You know what I thought about doing, and I was gonna, then I didn't. It'd be too
Watching
late now.
The Wire.
And not telling me.
You know how I did Shameless with Mom. I was gonna watch the entire while we were doing this podcast. I was hoping like by the time we finished, I'd be done with The Wire, and I was just gonna tell you guys, oh yeah, I watched the entire series of The Wire.
yeah,
And then we could have had a whole.
there's
podcast.
no way
But-
you get away with that.
No, I
Oh,
could.
you do
I-
skip. You skip the
I could.
intros to things though, because as soon as I
Yeah.
heard that, I'd be like, what?
The thing that made me not want to do it is that since we learned to go back on HBO to click on the
Yeah.
previously watched, you guys would be like, wow, someone's on like season 4 of The Wire, and then I'd be like, oh fuck. Maybe if I do, I have to log into like Mima's HBO. My bad. I didn't mean to startle you there. But yeah, I thought about doing that, and I was like, nah, I can't.
It's a great show. It'll be worth your time. You
He
won't be
watched-
disappointed.
I watched season 1 and 2 episodes of season 2, and then he denies this to the day is long. That's not a sentence, but whatever.
24 hours.
yeah, I denied for 24 hours.
But he said that he told me, he's like, yeah, you don't like it, you don't gotta keep watching it. And then I was like, I don't care. So then I just quit watching it. But it was all his fault.
That's what he says.
Same thing with The
was Nick's
Sopranos
fault.
happened. Yeah, because we started watching
well,
it. And
if
you, were
you
just
like
like
the
quit.
show, wouldn't you say, "Oh no, I'd rather keep watching this," or would you say,
Yeah.
"I don't care"?
Yeah,
Which would you say?
Well, because I was just watching because
yeah.
you forced me. Because I like season 1, but then you said this one's gonna get weird, and I was like, "All right, I'll stick through it." He's making me watch it. We're watching it together, whatever. And then
I
you
would
quit, and
say-
I was like, "I don't want to watch it by myself."
I would say season 2 is probably my least favorite of the seasons, but it's
Two-
not.
2 or 5.
Yeah, 5. I mean, yeah. It's all
They're
the
but they're both
politics.
compared to seasons of
No,
other
yeah.
shows. They're both really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just compared to The Wire.
'Cause They're not terrible. They're
Right.
not like, oh my god, quit clacking your fucking thing on the table. That bad.
I feel like Hesper. I was getting yelled at for making noise.
That's amazing. So Littlefinger and Sansa are watching Robin get his ass kicked. Basically,
Have you
they
seen?
call it training, but that was I
Yeah.
actually stopped listening to him for a second and was just watching him get his ass beat.
Have you seen the big thing? Because he even mentions that, like, oh, the weak men end up growing strong or whatever. He says that at some point when he sees him.
Mm-hmm.
There's like huge theories that he's gonna be like the savior of Game of Thrones or whatever.
Fuck that.
Like
I hope not.
when we were looking for theories for
I
our
hope he gets
our
thrown out
Unearthly
of the
Duo one,
fall.
that was I read that there was like 4 different theories about that. On there.
Moondor,
Moondor,
What do you
yeah.
call it?
fall safe.
Oh, I like that better.
No, you don't.
I want to see a rewritten version of Hess's Game of Thrones.
Could you imagine?
We got what
Then
Greyhorn fell out the wind
Greyhorn
safe.
threw a-
Thorn, yeah.
threw Batman out the
Wind-
safe form. What do you call it?
Wind safe,
Wind safe? It's
Fall safe.
fall safe.
God.
Yeah.
It's like having a podcast with a dyslexic person. I can't even talk.
Yeah, it's like having a podcast with you.
Yeah, damn.
It works out. Works out quite well.
All right.
So I gotta. Should we be alarmed that this started out with 3 bars and we started and it's already at 1?
Yeah,
I
probably.
would say so.
Should we pause in a minute, like once we get to episode 2 and replace batteries?
I think we should. So I can get more coffee.
Okay, so he's training, and then they show Brienne and Pod like stopping getting a bite to eat, and like,
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
and then guess who's there?
Gilly
Yeah.
had her baby.
Did I
No.
did? No, they weren't there yet. Well, so like it shows them at one point. Like, was this the
It
episode?
was last episode, I think.
when they,
They talk about her right as she drives by.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're- oh yeah, and
That was like a
yeah.
sitcom moment.
That's
yeah,
where I thought we were at right now. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that
yeah.
that was very weird.
Brienne still annoys me.
She
There's
is kind
there's
of
parts
annoying
of
right
this
now.
season that I really don't
Yeah.
like, and it's Daenerys and Brienne, and I just want Arya to come back to the other side.
Yeah, this season I think it's weird because there's a lot of really cool moments in this season,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a lot of stale moments too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arya's timeline is kind of boring right now.
And actually, that's something I had the wrong thing. This is I has Brienne's butthurt because she's like, oh, she
Oh,
doesn't want me
is this
to
where
do-"
she mentions
yeah.
and they go by?
She's like, you know, they don't want my help, blah 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 blah, and all this stuff, and that's when they drive right by. They meet each other at
Yeah.
the inn later on,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
and then we get to see Lancel again.
Yeah, he's a little different.
Is that a different actor?
No,
No, he
Did
just looks
he
fucked
cut
up.
His hair?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he got a
I
little
was
more
like-
in shape too. He looked more ripped to me.
Yeah, he looked like a little.
Because
kid
before he looked like
last
real
time I
tiny,
saw him.
maybe. I mean,
but I didn't pay too much attention before because he has all those like robes on too.
So yeah, so like if you notice, like his dad's Kevin, so that's Tywin's brother.
Okay.
Yeah,
He tells Cersei off at the end of either this
Yeah.
episode or the next episode.
yeah. I think I don't remember
Yeah,
which one it is, but
he
yeah.
sits on the small council meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says something about Lancel and how he's a sparrow now is what he calls him. And Cersei's like, oh, he'll grow out of it. And then he comes up and talks to her and says like, hey, you know, I'm sorry about the king because he gave the king the wine then when he died.
Yeah,
And then he's sorry that he was fucking her, I guess, since they're cousins. And she doesn't take him serious at all. And she denies everything.
yeah.
Yeah. She likes to keep it all in the family.
Yeah, she does.
Jamie doesn't know that they fucked, right? Or does-
No, I don't think so.
Because I feel like he would maybe kill the guy if he knew.
Probably.
I didn't think about that till right now.
I just feel like it's like a loose end she's not tying up,
Yeah,
you know?
Which is unlike Cersei.
No, I mean, is it though? She's not. She's not bright. She's just a bitch.
Well, she's
Yeah.
brittle. She's not stupid though.
No.
But
I
she's,
think it's unlike her to take care of loose ends.
Yeah, I agree to a degree, but I also think that she's not like as cunning as some of the other ones.
yeah, like she's no little finger.
No. She's a big finger. um and so
Wow.
Marjorie barges in on Loris and he's pounding the other guy.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that was this episode.
And
Yeah.
you're like, come on, we gotta go meet the king. Or
Don't
the-
you-
the-
did
the
you
king's
notice
waiting
she
for-
takes a peek at that dude's cock when he walks out of the room?
Yeah, I didn't, and like I felt like she wanted to join in,
Yeah, she wanted to ride the boy while he was like
and her brother. Like
Yeah.
that's the feeling.
a little
got.
weird.
And I do, and maybe I'm crazy, but I think in the book it's like I told you guys before that they're kind of like the,
They're the wannabe
N-
Lannisters.
and I think that's part of it too. Is like
She wants to fuck him, but
Jamie's
he's
not-
gay.
Jamie's not gay, but I think
No, at least in this scene they kind of imply that.
yeah, a little bit. That's what I thought too. And then it goes back to Tyrion and Varys. Varys is kind of explaining why he saved him. Do you buy what Varys says, that he's doing it for the realm and he thinks Tyrion's a good leader and all that jazz?
I do.
I mean,
from him, I
I
think
do.
anybody else, I would say no, but from him, I do buy it.
I wouldn't say I'm
I do buy it
100%.
because he's told him this before.
Yeah, I feel like
He's
he's
told him,
like a
When
trustworthy
he was
little
hand,
finger.
yeah, like when he was hand, he's like told him like or I think it was a battle of Blackwater. Like he told him like you're the reason that we won.
Yeah, and then he did testify against him in court, and I guess that was to save his own ass.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Well, I feel like he partly knew too that like there's no way Tyrion's gonna die here.
I think
I think he knew that there'd be some way.
you thought he was gonna like save him.
I think he knew something was gonna happen there. Either if it was from Jamie or Tywin was gonna send him somewhere or something. I think he knew that it would work out.
Maybe. I just don't trust. It's like 90%. I don't trust him though.
Really?
Not 100%.
What has he done to make you feel like he's not trustworthy?
He's a mermaid.
Oh, okay.
No,
you
not
like
really,
you
but-
watch The Little Mermaid. You're like, you fucking little
Yeah,
bitch.
he's in the Little Mermaid.
You Ariel, fuck.
And then back with Daenerys, we get a little backstory with Dario. He thinks there should be pit fighting.
Oh,
She
yeah.
doesn't. That's
Right.
a big thing. Pit fighting. I honestly couldn't give a fuck if people Marine are pit fighting. But
Couldn't give a shit about a lot of things in Marine.
yeah, but they want us to.
Yeah.
They really want us to. And
Yeah, because that's where Tyrion and Varys are headed right now.
Yeah.
And they're going to somewhere else that leads them to Marine.
Volantis, which is the road
Which
to Marine.
is the sequel to Atlantis, where the
I don't
mermaids
think
are
that's
from.
true. And he tells her, he's like, you can't be the mother of dragons without dragons.
Yeah, I like that line. Then
Yeah.
she's like, okay, fine. Then I'll go. Never mind.
Yeah, so then she goes down and says hi to the two dragons.
They don't
Yeah,
take
they're
too
not too
kind of.
happy.
Which they fucking grew like Bran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the black one that comes back later on, that thing's like a motherfucking
Well, when like
monster.
if you look at the thumbnail last week, those two were like little tiny.
He's
And
rapping
now
like
they're-
Kanye.
Now they're all big in there, trying to burn her and shit.
Yeah, I mean, Jerome had a point. Like, she can't burn, so.
Yeah, I don't know why she's so fucking scared.
Yeah, that is true. I
But
didn't think about that.
But they do have mouths. They can bite.
Well, but they weren't close enough to buy her. They were just like they were chained up, like stuck like dogs, shooting fire at her. And she's like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god!" And runs out of there. And she's like, "Fuck that! I'm never looking at these dragons again." Gets out of there.
So where's Daenerys at in your favorite list right about now?
She dipped a little.
It's so low. Has quit.
What happened?
We got poor connection.
You have a poor connection. We have a poor
Well,
connection.
since we have poor connection, should we just pause it now then?
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't. She's definitely not. She's not on the bottom of my list, but she's not up there.
Yeah, but did she start from the bottom?
Now she's here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nick with the Drake reference.
She's not on the bottom of my list either, but
It's just an annoying time in her life, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, we all have those periods.
Yeah.
Like, do either
like
of you have time hop on your phones?
time hop?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't know what
What's
that
that?
is.
Oh. It's like basically like you log in like to your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like and it shows you posts from that day. Like,
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, so like I have it, and like there's stuff like that I'll be like, wow, that's embarrassing. Like, why did I say that? Or,
You're like,
why did I
what,
post
Tyrion?
that?
When you were tweeting about Tyrion
Seriously.
sucking and all that?
Oh yeah, it's just like, why would I say that?
You know, there's probably a lot of moments on this podcast where you're like, why would I say that?
I was gonna say, have you ever watched this podcast? No, I'm just kidding.
I do. I watch them.
Sometimes it's just entertaining to watch him.
It is. I would love to be just a fly on the wall at his house because, like, this is on camera,
Yeah,
and
but,
it's weird, so I can't imagine what he does when he knows no one's looking.
but if you were out flying as well, he'd be like this the whole time.
That's true.
I'd just be trying to catch your ass. So
Is
you're
that,
gonna see.
is that a
You're
cricket?
gonna see Hess, rummaging around trying to catch you.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I think I hurt my neck.
What's going on?
Was there a duck or something?
That was your voice going through.
Ah. Do I sound like a duck?
Yeah, you go, whack.
Okay, do you both have to do it?
If you ask us a question, we're both going to
I
answer.
didn't even do anything.
Now you're lying. Just kidding.
I
All right.
said quack.
I thought you went, meh.
Yeah, I thought you made a duck noise just like I did. Yeah, you go, whack.
All right, so John goes and talks to Mance. He's like, hey, just bend your knee and then go fight for Stannis.
And then he does, and the wildlings are all safe.
Yeah, they
Yep.
overthrow Ramsay and they all live happily ever after. The end.
Mm-hmm. Game of Thrones over.
Damn, that was good. I'm glad I watched it.
Or they take him and burn him to the stake, and then John shoots an arrow through his heart.
Yeah, but before
That's
that,
what
all
he
of a sudden,
did.
Seth Meyers popped in and goes, yeah, burnt.
No, he didn't.
I do.
He did in my
and
version.
like when I saw him shoot him, I go, oh, I remember this.
Me too.
I didn't.
You didn't remember it?
No.
Really? Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't remember that.
I watched this part with Jerome. I forgot. I sat down. He's like, I got 20 minutes left. Do you care if I go, I don't care. I'll watch it. And I was like, oh, John's going to shoot him. And he's like, he is?
Yeah, I didn't remember that at all.
Yeah. All right, episode 2, House of Black and White.
Black and white.
Why is it called that?
Hey, if you think about it tomorrow, can you text me like anytime after 2 o'clock and I'll go hide that fucking horn?
Sure.
Thank you.
Why tomorrow?
Because you'll be ready for it today.
Can't hide my horn. It's
You
rude.
better sleep with that fucker.
I will.
He does.
Put my wiener in it.
Probably.
Just like take a picture of your nutsack resting all over it,
Oh, God.
Wow.
so he won't touch it.
He probably still would, the freak.
Touche. I'm not touching that fucker now. You have to listen to him be all horny. I swear, I keep thinking there's an ice cream man.
Did
out
you?
front.
The other day, he was driving by, and he's literally like, the entire time going past our house. Did you think it was me
the
in
ice
here?
cream man or like the elote corn guy?
I didn't look out the window, but it could have been either one. They do. I
Yeah.
think they do both around here.
I drove past your house earlier, not
Like today?
directly in front of your house. Yeah,
So you lied
I drove-
again.
So you could have came over to do the podcast. Is that what you're
Oh
saying?
yeah, you would have saved us a lot of effort.
I couldn't have done that.
Well, you could
I
have.
was I had to go to the. I went and picked up a pair of work boots for my buddy, and then I went to the shop, and then I came home.
And yet you can't come over here to do a podcast with your buddy. Hmm?
I'll be over. We'll do one together. Where was I? I
Aw.
saw that Johnny Walker, White Walker.
Oh, it's
Oh,
about
you finally
fucking time.
saw it.
Took you 40 minutes.
what?
That's the Game
Oh,
of
no,
Thrones White Walker.
I just saw that right now.
Well, yeah, he.
Not even kidding. Didn't see it until.
Oh, you were
it's
just
about
talking about it? Oh, I just spit all
Wow.
time. Yes. Swear to God.
Wow.
That's been on the table the
I
entire
can't-
time.
I can't remember where I saw it, but
On this fucking table.
no, I saw it the other day. It was on sale for like $29.99,
Yeah, I paid 36.
and
Yeah.
I was like, "Ooh."
I told him
is
we-
that what you-
I told him we
Put it in
should have
there.
took shots of
No.
it for we're on season 5, and he goes, I don't want to open it.
I don't want to open it yet. It's too early.
When are we gonna open it?
These weren't even great
w-
episodes.
When we finish the entire series.
When Cersei kills
There's
Jon.
what? There's like
Oh, okay.
20. Wow.
Just kidding.
27 and
I know.
there's like
Huh?
27 and a half ounces in that, give or take.
So I think
A full shot is 2 ounces. So like how many? 27 and a half divided by 2.
13 and a half.
who's gonna take the half shot?
Why do you think there's 27 ounces?
Guarantee you. 750 milliliters. Jerome, Google it.
No,
Ask-
I believe
ask
you.
Alexa, how many ounces is 750 milliliters?
No.
Ask her.
No.
I want to hear. I want to hear.
No, here's my point. How do you know that? But you can't divide 27 by 2.
I was just wanting you to do quick math.
Oh, all right.
Okay. But so, should we wait until the first time Hess comes over to do a podcast to do some White Walker?
I don't want to wait that long.
Well,
You
yeah.
guys can take one right now.
I told him to. I said, let's take a sip of the little White Walker bitch. And then he's like, no.
We don't have shot glasses.
You have it. Oh, I'm sure you don't have a.
Not on me.
No.
I can't
Well,
pull
I
one
wanted
out of
to
my
take
asshole.
a sip out of the bottle.
No, I don't want your lips on my bottle.
We said, isn't it our bottle for the podcast? It's Pleeka.
No, it's mine.
Pleeka's bottle.
Nope. Nice try though.
What a dick.
Maybe I'll try to pick up a bottle like within the next couple of weeks.
And we could drink it
Then I'll
together.
yeah, and then I'll drink it together.
I think we should
Oh.
at least save it for like season 7.
Okay.
I say we save it for like season 8.
I mean, maybe, but we're gonna have to talk about it after. I mean,
Yeah.
we could figure it
Well, I
out.
thought we
There's
just
6
do- we
episodes.
just do like
Do
a-
2 shots each episode. Then it's gone, and then we can throw it at Jerome.
Yeah, break it over my head to celebrate. This video gets 1,000 views, we'll break that over my head.
Fuck,
So
I'll do it for
share-
10 views.
Share with your friends and
You'd
family.
You'd have no penis right now if we got the views you wanted last week.
Yeah, and it didn't happen, so clearly people like my
He
penis.
still doesn't have a penis.
Wow.
All right. Anyways, let's talk about this
Eunuch?
episode. You fucking eunuch.
No, you're Nick.
Uh,
Not Nick.
you fucking you, Jerome.
Heyo.
Okay, Arya arrives in Bravos. She goes under that dude's statue and looks at his cock.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much like up skirt shot.
Yeah. Then she gets to the house of Black and White.
And she's never seen Fight Club. You get there, they tell you no, you're supposed to wait outside, and they haze you. But then she starts walking around town hunting pigeons.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is a little like that where he's like, "No, you're not coming in," and he just waits. So she just waits there, and it starts raining, and she
And
waits there.
she's like, Sassy. Other names.
Snowing,
Other names.
hailing,
Yeah, she said like 4 names: Cersei, Walter Frey,
Yeah.
Mountain,
Sir Marin,
and Sir Marin Trout. Trout?
Yep.
Trant. Trout.
Trant.
Trant.
Airman
Either
Trout.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Airman Trout, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That
The list got a lot shorter.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Yeah, I
is-
thought she had a lot more too.
She killed some people in the off
I
season.
dare say that that's not even a list. That's just 4 names.
Well, that's still a list.
I mean, not really.
Oh,
I mean, what's
You
considered
write down
a
4.
list?
You write down 4 names. You're calling that a list?
It is
I mean, when we did
technically a list.
Westworld theories, sometimes you only had 4, and you said this is my list. So, biggity bam.
What's the definition of list?
Alexa, what's the definition of a list?
An A-list celebrity is one at the very top of their field.
That's not what I said. Shut the fuck up, Alexa. Stop.
Major recording artist,
Alexa, stop.
international sports star.
Not this again.
social media
Alexa,
celebrity.
stop.
I don't know why he even has that goddamn thing.
Alexa, what is the definition
Why are you yelling
of
at
a
her?
list?
An A-list celebrity is one at the very top of their field. A movie star, a major recording artist, international
All right, I'm
sports
Alexa,
star,
stop.
social
I
media
wanna-
I will unplug you. Alexa, stop.
mogul, or an
Alexa,
international
stop.
I like how she just talks over him now.
Hold on. Hey Google,
Oh god.
what's the definition of a list?
I like how he tried to be.
Here's the definition of a list. A real or imaginary list of the most or second most celebrated or sought-after individuals,
Can you
especially
hear
in
it?
show business.
Yeah, she said the same thing my Alexa did, talking about an A-list celebrity.
Yeah.
That's not what you said.
Oh, she didn't? She ended that with show business, so what do you think she was talking about?
Hey Google.
God.
Hey Google,
Should I get Surrey?
what's the definition of a list?
Here's the definition of a list. A real or imaginary list of the most or second most celebrated or sought-after individuals, especially in show business.
Oh, yes, she was.
Did you know you can make the Alexa tell you a Jimmy Fallon joke?
Okay. I doubt you can. No.
Alexa.
No.
Give me a Jimmy Fallon joke.
Take it away, Jimmy.
What did the penguin order at Taco Bell? A burrito.
Did you just laugh at that?
Wow.
Normally they're not funny, but that was a good one.
All right.
Do you want to move on?
Yeah, I think so. She throws her corn in the corn.
She was eating some corn and threw it in the water.
She threw her
Where did
fucking
that come from?
her fucking coin in the water. I don't know. I fucking lost my mind after Surrey and Google and
You seem to
Alexa
blame other people for your problems.
and Drome. So now this is the part where Brienne
This is
and
the part where the
Boric-
rap breaks down. No, don't throw anything at me. I'll shut up.
They're eating, and then they see Littlefinger and Sansa.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Brienne's looking for Sansa, but she doesn't even know what she looks like, really. She's like, "Excuse me, lady. That's Sansa behind you." That's what Podrick said.
Mm-hmm.
So then she gets up and talks to Littlefinger, and Littlefinger, like, kind of goes after her a little bit. He's like, "Oh, you were guard to Renly, and you're guard to
Yeah, and they're both
Lady
dead.
Stark,
and-
they're
He's
both-
just a little manipulative piece of shit ass.
yeah," but it worked. Sansa's
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, fuck off."
Yeah.
Um,
It's not hard to get her to, I don't think.
You gonna finish that
you
sentence?
didn't finish the sentence, so
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's hard to get her to. She's like a child still.
she's growing
No.
though.
Yeah, she's about
Yeah,
6
she
feet
is
tall now.
growing, but she is still a child.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be falling for shit much more.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna start making her own calls.
She probably should.
Probably pretty soon. Do you have any idea where he's taking her?
I honestly don't know.
Do you have any idea where he's taking her?
I know where. I don't know what it's called, but I do.
You don't know what it's called.
I don't know the game. I don't know what the place is called and all this stuff, but I know where they go.
Okay. I'm just curious. Like, I'm not being a smart ass.
No, yeah, I remember. I don't know what the place is called.
Okay. So then Brienne, I was kind of impressed that she knew that they were gonna come after her because she like fucking.
Me
hits-
too, because I didn't see that coming, and I've seen this before.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That'd make a good shirt. Me too.
That-
I didn't see it coming, and I've seen this before.
And you just have like a whore down there getting shot with a load.
Oh God,
Is that what you're talking about?
I didn't see that coming, and I've been here before.
Yeah. She's there every
Just
night.
like that.
Yeah,
$20.
Glory
when I
hole,
move, you move.
Just like that.
we all move together.
Wow. So yeah, she takes off on her horse, and I was thinking to myself, hey, look at Podrick. A couple episodes ago, he couldn't even ride this fucker.
Yeah, you
And
get a
now-
lot better.
Now he's riding, and then he goes in the water and gets flipped off his horse, and Brienne saves
And then he
him.
almost gets killed. And she's
Yeah.
like, "Duck!"
And he's like, goose.
I don't think that's what happened.
And then
It
he
was
takes
duck,
off
duck,
running.
goose.
Yeah.
Duck, duck, goose.
She fucked up some dudes in this episode. That
that
was
was really cool when she fucking breaks the dude's sword and goes right through his throat.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Her sword comes in handy.
Yeah, that Valerian steel.
Valerian steel.
Yeah, that it seems to work well.
Yeah.
It's just funny. I kind of hope that she plays a bigger role. I mean, I know she plays a pretty big role in this show as it is, but like, I hope she plays a bigger role in like the grand scheme of the whole thing. Just because like she has like the nice armor, the Valerian steel. There's two of those Valerian steel swords. Jaime Lannister has one, and Brienne of Tarth has one.
You know what's funny is everything he just said, besides like the Valerian steel, could be said about her in Star Wars.
Yeah, but there's
She's got the cool armor, like all that.
Those aren't the only two swords in the world. They're just the
Of
two.
that, I thought they were that kind,
They're both that kind. They were both made from Ed Stark's
right?
sword, but like John's.
yeah, but
Snow.
John has one. Yeah.
Yeah, John's is Valerian.
There's not
steel.
a lot of them, I don't think.
The dagger.
Yeah, but John got it from the dude at the wall, right?
yeah, but you, but
Yeah.
but it, we're just
That
we're
had it
just
for a long time,
we're just saying that those
No,
are
I'm
the
just
only
saying
two
they're only
out
two.
there.
right?
Like remember
Right.
the when
But I mean, I'd say that's a pretty significant sword to have.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to have like a big swinging dick if you have that kind of sword. And don't get me wrong, she's tough for being a woman. Like, and but like, for Christ's sakes, do something.
she just killed like 5 people.
Oh yeah, I hear you. And
It just seems a little like.
Well, I was just letting you know.
I
I
can't
thought
think of
you
the right word.
I thought you thought they were the only 2 swords in the world.
I guess I did of the Valerian steel because he says like.
There's no more
There's-
Valerian
there's-
steel, but there are
Right.
swords out there.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
that's what I mean. So it's like it's hard to come upon.
It is hard to come upon, and that's why the whole episode was entitled Oathkeeper, and that's why Jamie gave it to her, and that's why it was a big deal.
It would be like in Fahrenheit 451 when they burn all the books. Like if people still have books, like they would be highly sought after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
sure.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, that is true.
Do you remember?
It just seems like I feel like
I got you.
So the thing is, we
Ron
can't
would
really give you an
probably-
answer here.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a spoiler.
have something more. You know what I mean?
Braun?
Yeah, not the little fucking twerp.
No, not Bran.
No,
Braun.
that's Bran.
Braun
Yeah,
shouldn't
Braun.
have one. He's a sellsword that. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
agree with that.
But he saved Tyrion's
No, it's
ass,
it's
quite
a
a
fa-
bit.
it's a
I agree.
family
I think
thing.
I'd rather have Braun have that big ass sword than
I
her.
would rather have him have it, but
That's
it's
what
not.
I mean.
It's
Like, I would
not.
rather Braun have it,
It's
but
not
I don't-
something that's
not
gonna
like-
happen.
Nobody
Yeah.
believes it. But like I feel like
I've been trying. I've been trying to get a word in, but so do you remember when they tried to kill Bran after they pushed him out the window?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That dagger was Valyrian steel also.
Oh, okay.
That's how they knew it was Tyrion's. That's
That
how.
was Tyrion's little
Oh,
Valyrian
yeah,
sword.
yeah.
That's how they knew that it was Littlefinger, and he lost it to Tyrion, even though that
Right.
never really happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so there's some out there, but I get what he's saying. It's very rare, so her having which to make her an important character. But
I don't know if I agree with that 100%. They literally stole it off.
I
A
guess that's true. The
Stark.
way she got it does make it not as important.
They stole it off of Stark, split it in half, gave one to the worst king ever, then gave one to Jaime to try to bribe him from being a Kingsguard. He didn't want it, so he gave it to Brienne and said, "Hey, call this Oathkeeper and go find Sansa."
That's true. So I can see where you're coming from.
So, but it's still rare.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it makes your character important. Do you know what I mean?
So I want her to do important things, but I also feel like if she was doing important things, I would maybe find it boring just because of how much stuff she's done before that hasn't been that great.
And my whole outlook on her could change because I haven't, obviously, I haven't seen.
I don't think mine has.
I don't think
going
mine has.
forward.
Actually, I don't hate her as much watching
I
it
don't-
now than I did originally, but
Yeah, me
she's
too.
definitely not in my tops for sure.
No, I like Podrick more than her.
Yeah, I think most people would. I really
Yeah.
like him.
I wish he had a Valyrian steel something. Cock.
I don't, because he'd probably cut himself with it.
He makes the funniest faces too.
Yeah.
Oh, so Cersei gets a little present from Dorne. A little looks like a bird cage or something. And opens up and it's got a little
Oh.
fucking viper and it's like
I
has.
thought it was a
Yeah.
saw trap and Jigsaw was going to be in the universe now.
Did you?
Yeah. And he's going
And
to
then
take Jamie's
There's
other
like
hand.
there's like a snake and it's got Marcella's fucking charm that Cersei
Yeah.
gave her.
Yeah.
That's when he
That little
decides, I'm
cage
going to
and the
Dorne.
necklace.
I guess that's when he decides he's going to Dorne, right?
Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
we had that
yeah.
all fucked
Yeah.
up.
Oh well, it happens still.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Yeah.
That bird cage and the necklace totally reminded me of BioShock Infinite.
Oh, I could see that. I was gonna say but we started talking about Valyrian steel all of a sudden. I was gonna say when Arya was outside and you said it reminded you of Fight Club.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of like Star Wars,
How?
because we all know that that's Jogging, right?
Jagan Hagar.
And we know that
Or Ned Stark.
and we know he's gonna help her,
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Oh, so it's like watching you, like you know he's gonna become Darth Vader or whatever.
No, to me it's like remember when Yoda like
I was
lands in
gonna say Yoda
Dagobah.
and Luke.
Yeah, and he's like,
Yeah.
he's like saying all that, and he's like, just fucking help him. Why do you gotta
Yeah.
be so stupid? Why do you gotta make her wait outside in the rain?
It's weird because
Like she's
Around
gonna
the
catch a
bush.
fucking cold.
that's what I don't like. A lot of it
It's
is like
true.
it's doing lame tricks like that this season to her, or stuff like that. That I get teaches her shit, but it's just weird and not.
But it did remind me.
great.
It's like she's going to be a Jedi, and like people are like, oh, like
That
that
is a
guy
good-
walks down the fucking alley, and the other guys scatter. Meanwhile, she's holding a headless pigeon. I said to
Yeah, she's like,
Jerome,
what? Why?
well, she cuts the head off the pigeon, and like, which is probably coming up, but she
Coming
cuts.
up.
She's coming up next. Will she cut the head off the pigeon?
On Random Ramblings with Pleeka.
That's when our commercial plays. The
I
guy,
think we should make
so
commercials.
they're
I
gonna-
still think it'd be great.
they're gonna steal her pigeon, and I'm like, why don't you just fucking catch your own fucking pigeon, you lazy fucks?
Sure. Seriously.
So then she pulls out her sword. She's like, just turn around and go, like she's a badass.
Yeah.
Those three guys would kill her.
See, what's funny is
Yeah,
I
they,
didn't.
They weren't. They
I
weren't
thought she
happy
could
with
take him, and then once you said the scene and the tone of voice you did,
it.
I was
She
like,
might have been able to take.
oh,
one.
I guess probably not. Yeah. Like you
Not
told me that on the
three.
way home from the gym, and I was like, oh, you're probably right.
I just feel like she.
Jesus Christ.
Holy depth perception, Batman. I got a ringing in my ear.
Sorry. Whoops.
And Jerome got a bang in his throat.
Won't be the first time.
Ew. But so then he shows up and they scatter, but like her mouth gets her into trouble a lot, and then she gets out of it, and she's still my favorite character. John's really close to second. But I don't know. Sometimes I just want her to shut the fuck up.
I can see that.
Like, if 3 dudes come at you in an alley, don't pull out needle. Fucking get away from them. You know what I mean? Yeah, run, bitch, run. All right, that's all I got.
That's a little Arya rant.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to edit because I would add something in right there. It'd be fucking hilarious.
That little Vine thing where they go, run. Yeah.
It's AWOL Nation.
Hey, do you think Macy's here?
Maybe.
She might be picking up her boy.
Possibly.
Picking up the little blonde hair boy.
So, should I just keep going?
Yeah.
All right. So we meet
Can't hear it.
the Prince of Dorne,
Oh, yeah.
who this is funny. So Jerome said Daenerys is lazy. He said Daenerys is lazy because she called one of the dragons Drogon,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So
Well, I
the-
thought about. I don't know why I never thought of that before, but at the end of the episode, when he's there and like, she's like, oh, Drogon. And I was like, wow, that's real fucking lazy naming.
I know. Well, we call our dog Pepe. But it's also the Prince of Dorne is Doran. Doran.
Oh, so is it named after him? Was that you?
Bless you.
I didn't sneeze.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
There's been a lot of sneezing in this podcast.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But so the place is named
This is
after
a
the
good
prince?
No.
Oh, they just named him. That is weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
George R. R. Martin's not that clever.
Maybe
But
he was renamed for the show.
what? What did you just say?
He said maybe they named
He was renamed for the show?
Maybe, I don't know.
No, he wasn't.
No?
I read the book.
That's what he was. Okay.
I don't.
I just
He's
thought
not.
threw that out
He's
there,
not
maybe,
that
you know.
important in the.
So like if they're writing a Game of Thrones book about someone here, they'd be called like
So this guy
Arizan.
was the one who was this guy was supposed to go to the wedding. of
Yeah,
and he's the one who didn't go because
he's the brother of the DEA agent from
Thimble Dick. What's his name?
Oberon.
Oberyn.
Oberon, yeah.
Oberon. It's
Oberon.
I like when we both say Oberyn. He's like, yeah, Oberon.
Oberon.
The Viper.
Yeah, and he's called the Roller.
Yeah.
No, not really. Could be though.
I was gonna say he's a fucking high roller
Oh, is
living in Dorne. Got that dough.
Yeah, he's a baker.
So, and I do like his perspective though. So the Viper, his wife, whatever the fuck she is.
Yeah, seeing him in this whole scene made me remember some shit, and I was like, oh yeah.
Queen Amidala.
Spoilers from Future Ahead. I remember what happens.
Uh,
Just by like us getting to this area, I was like, oh, like there's kind of a lot of shit that goes down here.
yeah. So she's pissed off that he got killed, and that's his brother, and he's not doing anything.
And he's like, I'll mourn him when we bury him, but
Yeah, and you were here. I was here before you, so like, shut the fuck up, basically.
yeah.
But he's got a fucking point. The reason he's dead is because he fought the Mountain in a fucking champion battle. They didn't murder him.
Yeah.
The Mountain murdered him in a fight.
But they had no like
But that was
they
legal.
didn't do
Yeah.
anything to put him in there. It was all
Right.
him.
Yeah,
and maybe
he
if-
wanted to do it. He asked.
And the weird thing is she was there and she doesn't get that.
And he could have fucking won if he would just shut his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So fuck her.
Yeah, right
And-
in the butt.
And all the sand she can pick up.
Racist.
That's her last name is Sand.
It just sounded racist.
I mean, if I told Jon Snow to pick up a bunch of snow, it wouldn't be racist.
See,
Might sound a little racist 'cause he's white.
That could be. You could make little videos like that where you take a little snippet like that, and then like racist or not.
Yeah, that should be good.
I don't
What
know.
snippet will we use for you?
Who the-
When he said the first time I want a video, I want to use blackface.
Yeah.
Racist or not?
that was a long time ago. I'm sorry. I think it'd be fun. I would never do it. Now, especially nowadays, but like I think it
Nowadays, it was like last year.
was like 4 or 5 years ago, probably.
It was when we did a beach buggy with you for the first time. So I'd say 2 years
that
at the
was a
most.
while.
2 years tops. I don't
Yeah.
know where you get 4 or 5 years.
We haven't even been doing Pleeka for 5 years, I don't think.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I never thought of it that way.
Maybe.
The thing is, I don't even know if that was on video, him saying that. I just know he was here, and then he ended up in a video, and I was like, I guess we're not doing blackface.
I would almost bet it's over 2 years ago, because I've almost been in Queen Creek for 2 years.
Let me look up when our
And
beach buggy video was.
I
'Cause it was
that's
that
like
night.
when I that's when I stopped. That's when I stopped coming over because it's fucking
Too far.
55-minute drive from my work to your house. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It was 2 years ago we did beach buggy drunk, and that was the night he said that. So it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
He's like, okay.
Should I No, I don't think that'll fix it. Should I recall him and try to fix it?
Yeah, just try to.
Because we can see you, but it's real bad.
Yeah, look, he's all clear and
fucker?
pretty.
Oh yeah, now you're looking
Damn.
all pretty. You get me hard and shit.
Now you're sexy as bitches. What?
Sexy as a bitch's toe.
Is it a model's toe?
Yeah, could be.
I'm not big on toes.
So, all right. So Daria and I'm just ignoring you. Daria and Grey Worm are looking for Sons of the Harpy.
Yeah.
The gold-faced killer?
Killers.
Oh,
There's not
Yeah,
just one.
gold-
the gold face killer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's like Ghostface Killer from Wu-Tang, but gold-faced killers.
Yeah.
Huh? That's a good shirt.
I like
And
this.
then you put that mask.
Oh my
Oh.
god! I swear to God,
That's
you have
good.
make a fucking shirt then.
It's good.
We can sell it on our website. You come up with the thing and
yeah,
we make
and
it.
We'll sell.
Well, hey, get Hess's shirt here.
Comment down below if you'd buy a Hess shirt.
Yeah, but just get one that says Hess.
I could put me as Chris Farley.
Good.
Or we could just put Chris Farley.
But I like this scene because like the guy stabs the dude through the wall and shit.
He's like, "Have you ever been scared?" No. He goes, "Then you don't know where to hide." Fucking stabs him. That was like pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Which I gotta admit, I've been
Pretty-
scared before. I've
pretty
never thought,
fucking
let me
gnarly.
hide in the walls. Like a fucking rat. I've never thought of that. Like playing hide and seek and climbing the wall or something.
I feel like people would see the big ass fucking hole and go, maybe Jerome's in there.
Yeah. See, how do you get in the wall?
Where was the big ass hole?
I'm just saying, if he were to do it, like he
Oh,
does
you-
every song
I would
about
do.
that.
I would
So
do
he
it like the
wouldn't-
gold-faced killer.
You wouldn't be as good as him, is what he's saying. He said you don't know how to hide in the wall.
You
That's
know
what he
nothing,
said.
Drum Snow. I'd do it like gold-faced killer.
Okay, that's enough
From
of that.
Snow.
Yeah.
Okay. I like Ghostface Killer though. What did I say?
Goldface.
Gold-faced
killer?
killer.
Yeah, Goldface Killers. Yeah.
You literally said it a minute ago.
I know.
I know.
Um.
Almost lost it there.
So they catch the dude, and then they're trying to decide what to do with him.
Yeah. And then they just let him go and nothing happens.
And so Barristan was like, "No, you need to at least give him a trial or some shit." And then he tells her tells Daenerys a little story about her dad. And at first,
yeah,
she
she's
said,
like, I don't believe those lies.
"Yeah, they lie about my dad. They call him the Mad King." And he goes, "Yeah, listen, bitch."
I was there. He's pretty fucking mad.
Coco.
He didn't do that. He starts like losing his shit there. She's like, maybe I shouldn't listen to you. He's like, this.
You made me lose my shit.
I can just imagine him doing an impression, just talking like an old. He's like, oh, I know you're dead.
He starts fucking walking around like a chicken. All right, we've lost our minds now.
I'm still here.
I mean, so basically they go, and then that one dude, I was going to look at his name, but it was 2:30 in the morning, and I didn't want to look it up, so I fucking didn't get his name, but he goes and kills the harpy.
Dude, he beheads him in front of everybody, right?
What is his name?
Oh, no,
I
that's
just said I didn't look it up.
No, but I was like trying to tell myself like what was his name? Maybe I could.
You told
just,
us.
Just so you know, you were speaking out loud.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Trying to spark the memory.
I was thinking they behead the other guy.
Yeah. And then so Varys and Tyrion are headed to Volantis. Tyrion doesn't want to be in a box anymore.
Still drinking.
Still drinking. I like how Varys is like, Tyrion's like, oh, there's a bug in here, and Varys is like, oh, you afraid you're gonna get something solid? You know,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow. I like how he's talking shit but subtly. And then at one point, Tyrion's like, what is she seriously gonna kill every dwarf in the world? How many dwarfs are there?
Then it cuts to
And then
Dwarf
they
head
show
being
a
on the
head
table.
being slammed on the table. Yeah.
They even tried to give it his little scar.
In the books, like, I don't know how many times, but there's quite a few times where they're like, Cersei, here we got, and they're like, nope, that's not him. Damn it.
Yeah, they only showed this one time, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah. Thank God.
And then fucking, is it Qyburn wants to keep it for some fucking weird reason?
I think I wrote that down.
That was really, he's like, oh, I could just keep it, and it would help me with my
for
work.
his research,
Yeah, that's fucking weird. What is he researching to make like a super dwarf?
Dun, dun, dun.
Like, what the fuck is he doing with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein would be interesting.
Frankendorf.
There you go.
It could be like Ned Stark, reborn.
Put
with a
Tyrion's head on Ned's
Tyrion-
body,
Yeah.
Tyrion
then you put-
lookalike,
But still
yeah.
fake Tyrion.
but then you put Ed's head on Tyrion's body.
Yeah, and then have them fight. See who wins.
Wow.
Wow, that's clever.
Yeah.
Who would you call the victor? Because it's like, their body and their heads switched.
You'd probably just give it to the spoils.
Huh?
Huh?
A victor to the spoils.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Underrated, I guess.
So now we have a small council meeting. Cersei.
This is where Peanut comes in, right? Kevin. See, somehow I managed to get Kevin from Peanut. I don't know how it works, but it just does.
Only for you.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Do you have any idea what he's talking about?
just go on with the scene, please.
Okay.
Well, it's Kevin, right? That's
That is Tywin's brother's name.
brother.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
okay.
Peanut. You are correct. I forget his name now. The main Tyrell makes him master of coin. He's already master of something.
Yeah.
Dildos or something.
He could be. That's my
Uh,
job now.
And then Qyburn gets master of whispers.
Yeah, he's
which is
he's
ve-
really good at going like, hey, how you doing?
So he's Varys's. He's got Varys's old job.
Yeah, because she said he ran off.
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing.
Me neither.
Playing the fiddle.
And then she's like, "Hey, Uncle Kevin, you want to be master of war? The king said you should be."
And he's like, the king wants to fucking tell me that, get down here. I'm leaving. Peace.
I like the fact that he's like, "I'm not fucking letting you tell everybody what to do. This is bullshit."
Yeah, then he's like, then he just leaves. Like, literally gets.
Like, because she's basically she's trying to take charge of everything, and it's
Yeah.
working up until she gets to him.
yeah, I like that. I kind of
Yeah.
forgot that he stood up for himself there.
Yeah, he goes, "I'll be at Castle Rock."
Yeah, it took too long. Now you're just going to be looking at Hess on the screen.
Oh boy, no pressure.
Let's try to wrap this up. We've been
I
going
was
for
trying to hold it.
definitely over an hour.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
All right, so Stannis calls Jon over, basically offers him to be Jon Stark.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And then he
I
says,
thought this was interesting because it's like I was talking to Abby about it, and I'm like, I go, it'd be kind of funny, like if this is how it was, like nowadays, or like not nowadays, but like if you could just say, oh, if you do this for me, I'll make you John Stark.
yeah, like if I did Hess a favor, I could be called Jerome Hess.
Well, Hess would have to be a king.
Hey, how do you know?
But,
I'm
not
a
like-
king, so I can make him Josh King.
Wow. I did like it in that scene. Stannis realizes that he can't win over the North without Jon, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Because he got a letter from Lyanna Mormont, and it's like our king is Rob or something, King of the North or
King of the
whatever.
North, yeah.
And Jon chuckles.
Mm-hmm.
But do you remember who Lyanna Mormont is?
Is it Jorah's mom?
No, it's that little 10-year-old girl. She comes later. That little girl.
That little girl?
There's a little girl. She'll show up later, but this is what we're talking about. She's
what- I can
fucking
totally-
cool as hell.
I could totally sit here straight to his face telling him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, and that's basically what she's doing
So
right now.
She must be really little at this point.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably 9. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that she doesn't come
Yeah.
into a couple seasons.
Next
Right?
season, right?
Oh, is it next season?
I don't know. Yeah, because Sansa, I think, goes to her.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
maybe 2 seasons. But she's really cool, and that was like the first inkling of her.
Yeah, I didn't know that was her. That's cool.
It'd be Jorah's something niece or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Something. And then, okay, so John's thinking about it, tells Sam, but he says he's not going to take it, which when I first watched this, I wanted him to just take it.
Oh, I could see that, yeah.
But they decide to elect the new Lord Commander. It's the 998th Lord Commander. And right before they
They start to vote. Sam's
like, hey, I got an idea.
yeah.
John here. And then Master Aemon does the final vote.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it was
I
his
like
vote,
that.
wasn't
That his last he did it.
Put
and
it over the
picked Jon
top.
Snow.
Yeah.
That's-
He's like, I'm doing that. And then he was like, oh, I'm blind. I meant to do the other one. No.
Oh, just kidding.
We talked about Arya. And then the last thing is, so the prisoner got killed. Daenerys then, in turn, in a public display beheads the guy.
Yeah.
And I wrote down,
the entire time everyone's saying, "Hey, don't do that. No, stop."
I put Daenerys then she gives another speech causing a riot, clusterfuck, and then Drogon comes back. That's my last of that episode.
Yeah, and then they all like start hissing at her like a bunch of snakes.
Yeah, that was weird.
They turned into Slytherin.
I remember that, and I remember it being a clusterfuck. I remember everyone turning, and then they literally start fighting each other like a riot.
Mm.
But I still, in my head, picture that one lady going, tss, and I was like, "What in the fuck? Why at any point would you ever do that?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's their thing, but it's fucking stupid.
I was like, "What the fuck?" But, and then she's just like doesn't get it.
yeah, no, yeah. It's just she's in over her head here again. She needs to like elect some people to.
Yeah, I mean, she's trying to do good, and she's like, "Oh no, this is my guy, and he killed him."
She needs advisors that she'll listen to.
Certainly does.
Yeah, I wonder who she could get.
I got a few people in mind.
Jon Snow,
King of the North.
Rob Stark.
Yeah, bring him back to life.
All right, so I guess that's it. Unless you want to keep looking at Hess's face.
I could stare at his face all day.
Oh, baby.
You're so sweet, Jerome.
Yeah, but that's it for Random Ramblings this week. We'll be back next week with episodes 3 and 4, season 5. I do want to mention that next week's episode is going to come out a little late because Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, me and Nick are going to be filming videos for the crossover for CW. So we're going to be pretty busy. So the episode will probably come out Thursday or Friday next week. So
That's right.
we'll still probably film it on our normal day, but depending on if I have time to edit and shit, it's going to come out late.
Right.
All right, but yeah, that's it for the podcast. See you guys then.
Peace. Random Ramblings with Pleeka.